Dear students, today we will deal with a new lesson. The chapter so called Tryst with Destiny, and it is a speech. Tryst with Destiny was a very famous speech, and it was addressed to the Constituent Assembly of India in New Delhi at midnight of August 14th and 15th, 1947. It was addressed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and it is one of the greatest speeches of all time. We made a promise and finally we come to meet. This what was paid and said by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The world sleeps, but India celebrates. It's a history, it's a joy for every Indians. It was suppressed, but now it is redeemed. It is free. So on that day, the oath was taken about the dedication, about the commitment, about the sacrifice. Indeed, it was a long struggle, long fight, and it was an expansion of long years. But now the time has come, and it's an opportunity for all Indians. It's the greatest achievement for all of us. We need to be brave more. We need confidence more. Freedom and power brings responsibility. Delivered the story of pain by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Still, the pain is there. Nevertheless, the past is over, future is welcoming us. We shall unite and promise together. The service of Indians is the service of millions of people who suffer. The greatest sacrifice is service. We have to end disease, inequality, poverty, and so on. Time has come to wipe away every tear. This is really difficult, but still we need to practice. We have to work hard, then only we will be successful. Our dreams will come true. This is the dream of the world, since we are all connected. Peace is essential, it is important. Let's work together, let's unite together. Time has come to wake up. We have to change. Our pains reminds our aim. Dear students, these are the experts or called excerpts of the speeches. It is a memorable moments. Indeed, it is a new start. It's a new moment. It's a new night. It's a new challenge. It's a new change. It's a new joy. And it's new freedom. We shall not move by any pain anymore. The light of freedom has to burn. Talks about the sacrifice of father of the nation, about Mahatma Gandhi. Then he talks about the separation of Pakistan in his speech, but then only he reminds us that we will always do fair to everyone. Future is looking at me, future is looking at you, future is looking at every one of us. We have to end up poverty, diseases, inequality, and so on. It's not a time to sleep, it's a time to plan. It's a time to take challenge. People should develop their narrow mentality. Greetings to the people. We all are with you. India, our motherland, great land, the ancient land. We respect, we love, we salute. Dear students, that's what was the actually important and key points of the whole lesson. And here is now on the display is all about your word bank, word meaning, and I suggest you to write this one in your copy. Then we'll see now about the exercises. So first one you have about the tick the correct options, and the question number 1, a new star of freedom rises in the east. Peace has been said to be indivisible. Freedom and power bring responsibility. All the children of India have equal rights, privileges, and obligations. The past is over, and it is the future that beckons to us now. We have to build the noble mansion of free India, where all her children may dwell. Now learn about the comprehension. The first question is, what is the pledge that Nehru urges to take at the solemn moment? The pledge that Nehru urges Indians to take at the solemn moments is the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people and to the still larger cause of humanity. Second question, what does Nehru mean when he says we end today a period of ill fortune? What is the ill fortune he is referring to? Explain. And the correct answer is, Nehru is referring the ill fortune which indicates the inequality, tolerance that the Indians were going through. The Indians were tortured by the British and the powerful people at that era. Indians struggled a lot. Indeed, it was a long period of struggle. Thus, it has to end now wholly. The third question, what, according to Nehru, should be our endeavor now that freedom has been attained? And the correct answer is, according to Nehru, we bring freedom and opportunity to every citizen of India. We should fight to end poverty, ignorance, inequality, and justice should prevail, and so on. And the fourth question is, according to Nehru, the world cannot be split up into separate pieces because certain things in this one world are said to be indivisible. Mention the 4 things that are indivisible. So the correct answer is, the indivisible 4 things are peace, freedom, prosperity, and disaster. The fifth question, what, according to Nehru, are the 4 evils that Indians are suffering from and which need to be ended? And the correct answer, according to Nehru, namely 4 evils that Indians are suffering from are inequality, poverty, intolerance, and separation. Thus, these have to end up. It's our duty to end this ill practice and build a united India and peaceful India, and so on. Let's learn about the true false, and I suggest you to write down the question whatever given in your book. So only the answer key is here. First is true, false, 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 true, false, true, true. Thank you. Stay tuned for more updates.